Hey guys, this is the Team Armageddon Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. Today's episode will be episode 1, Current Meta. My name's Alex Harris.
And I'm Dylan Madden.
First we'll be talking about a new Shonen Jump Alpha promo called Number 16 Shockmaster. It's a fairy/Ixies/effect, rank 4, 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card, declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. That type of card, if spell or trap, cannot be activated, or if monster, cannot activate its effects until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah, it's completely OP, it's brand new, and, sometimes, well, I hate getting trapped by anything, really.
I think the picture is he's floating in the sky. And there's lightning coming at him, and he's pink with. He looks like one of those little clown tins. Looks like a clown tin that's floating in the sky with a head.
He has a head?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
And he's being shocked by lightning, so he's the shock master. Yeah,
just
a lot of these they can be used in evols, especially when you have Evo Force in his Asho. Go into a Volcano and Serato. Volcano brings back another Serato, except for this very easy lockdown. Bubble Beat especially. You go for top deck Stratos, summon special Bubble Man, bring Bubble Man to your hand for Zephyros, special Bubble Man again, go for this, and a live hero doing the exact same thing. Any other thoughts on this before we move?
Not really. I think you pretty much covered it.
Okay, so why don't you talk about the new set that's come out, lots of people are excited about?
Yeah, I've been excited about since, February?
Yeah.
When we found out about the Battle Pack Epic Dawn, and I've had pretty good fortune with it, actually. Tell them what I pulled in my first 5 packs, actually.
Tour Guide. He pulled a Tour Guide. It wasn't Starfoil, it was a rare, but still, it's a Tour Guide, so everybody is happy about Tour Guide getting reprinted. You no longer have to be some stinky rich kid to, get a Tour Guide and win. So all we're waiting for is Max C to be reprinted, even though that's not played anymore. But okay, so we got Tour Guide, things like Forbidden Lance getting reprinted again.
Yes.
Now that those are really popular in the meta, because without priority, now this is what can save your monsters from being bottomless. And why don't you tell them about the sealed play that Konami has planned for us?
Oh, the sealed play is basically a process in which you buy probably 8 to 10 packs.
You buy 10 packs each?
10 packs each, and then you just duel with whatever you get.
No banned list?
Yeah, no banned list, or you would not be able to do this.
Because things like Harpy's Feather Duster, Regeki, and Graceful Charity are in here, so, and Makira the Destructor, hooray!
And D-Mock.
Gosh, D-Mock.
I pulled a Starfoil, one of those too.
Very good stuff. And the Monarchs are in here, Caius and Ryza. Finally get some of those on your hands. I think that's it for Battle Pack Epic Dawn. And if you are somebody who's just now trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh!, want a good way to start, besides a structure deck, you can get some Battle Pack. That'll also help you.
And it could at least give you ideas of what you want to run, even if you don't get the whole thing.
Yeah, just get some of that. Fun way to duel with your friends, even if you're not a pro. Dylan, what are you doing with Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Ohs?
What do you mean?
What kind of things are you testing? What have you been thinking about? What kind of ideas?
I'm testing new formulas for my chain burn, such as the
Cephalon.
The Cephalon Time Lord, which I take no battle damage from, and every turn sends everything on my opponent's side of the field back to the hand. And so...
and it does burn in the process.
Yeah, 300 damage each card.
Chaos Emperor Dragon, not as broken, yay! Except he can't be summoned for free and it doesn't destroy and discard, it just gives it back to their hand.
Yeah.
But he's recyclable, he returns himself to the hand.
No, he returns every other monster in the hand.
Oh, every other,
And your opponent takes 300 damage per.
Does he have any attack, or, can you attack with him once you've done that?
Well, you can, but he has 0, so I don't see a whole lot of use in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that card, obviously. So what ideas have you had besides Chainburn, even if it's not like you couldn't run it, but like what kind of combos have you been like, been on your mind?
Well, I don't know. I've mostly just been researching decks that other people are running or are going to run, because at regionals, probably the deck that I had the most trouble with was 6 Sams. Yeah.
Those aren't anything new, but the structure deck coming up. We should talk about that.
Oh yeah, there's the 6 Sam structure deck. And what all does that have in it?
Oh, it's called Samurai Warlords. It's got pretty much any Sam you could wish for.
Does it have Shein?
No, not the Synchro. No. But it's got like keys on. It's got all that stuff in it. If this computer ever loads, we'll find out what all's exactly in it. But they finally have foiled out every single Sam card worth running. You've got a super rare Smoke Signal and a super rare, I believe, Kigeki. So
yeah.
And your ultra rare is Shadow Shein, 2500 attack. I think 400 defense. Don't call me on that though. So his effect, you can detach material to target one 6 samurai with 2,000 or less attack. I believe the numbers aren't confirmed, and boost it to 3,000 or 4,000. I don't know what it's confirmed, but very OTK oriented. Sam's already spam, so
Sam is spam.
Yep. But it takes 2 6 samurai monsters. It's a rank 4, so it's not like you'll be going like teching this in something. You'd have to go 2 Keyzones just like that. That's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, there ain't a whole lot more that is available there.
Unless you want to run like Eureka. I'm not gonna copy off the Westview podcast though, but I just thought I'd mention that. Or like Keyzone aestheticism into that other level 4 that people are starting to run. So yeah. Anything else?
Would you like to talk about the strategy, the Injector strategy with the 1 Hornet that's becoming a lot more popular?
We'll get to that when we get to the current meta.
Okay.
But, okay, there's nothing else you personally want to say. I'll go ahead and go to my stuff. Y'all know I've been running evols. That, at regionals, I went 3-1, then went 3-2 and 3-3. And at 3-3, I dropped because I wasn't going to top and went to Winamat. Went to semifinals and just drew dead against a Chaos Dragon dude. So, I think I just want like another chance with that. I think I just had bad luck that day. Either that or get a second Dolk. I've only got 1 right now. And also with Shockmaster, I want to try that in an actual event. Not much to say. With the new cards, it's just made it so much better. You got your Evo Diversity, your Rhoda, pretty much adding anything to your hand anytime. Evo versus Jasho has become like easy. You can add a Westlow to your hand if you just draw dead. And with Elgin Arrow, you can get rid of those dead hands. So it's just become so much easier. With lances easier to get. I had the older lances that were easier to get, but now everybody's got lances, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Becoming harder. Everybody's got tour guides, everybody's got pots, everybody's got some warnings.
I got
smoking that pot, buy that tin, roll it up, light it on fire. You just wasted $20. Anyway, so yeah, evols, they've been good.
But yeah, the thing about pots being easier to get, at the regionals, I was able to get 3 of them without any problems at all.
Yeah, finishes chain burn. How'd your chain burn go at regionals?
My chain burn went, I believe, 2-4 before I dropped out, just because, I figured, why not get the packs and
he went over to Winamat with me.
And I also got the card that you traded me for. What was that? Night Beam.
Yeah, yes, I pulled that. One. So now I have 2 Night Beams because I got one from some guy who valued it at like
4.
No, I think, was it 4?
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh wow! And then Dylan, of course, valued his at 10.
Accurately.
Accurately, because he got the Ultra. But I got an Ultimate Rare for 4. I don't know what the guy's problem was, but I like it. So got my Night Beams. If I could get a third, then I'd have a playset, but I'm kind of fine with 2. Then after that, I'm kind of building Chaos Dragons right now. I've got most of the stuff. Just some of the small, like, Raikos and Lilas I don't have, and 2 tour guides, because when Dylan pulled his tour guide, I immediately traded it off of him. At Regionals you pulled a Photon Strike Bouncer.
Yeah.
Traded for that.
That's when my streak started, when I pulled that Photon Strike Bouncer.
There's my tour guide. But, so that's what I've been doing. Oh, and I'm also excited about Gishkis for Hidden Arsenal 6. I'm going with water, not fire, because Lobbles, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay the money. I don't want to be that cheap. It's going to be tier 1 when it comes out. I'd rather go fun with Gishkis, because Ritual Summoning, it's been bad, but Konami found a way to make Ritual Summoning good. Gishkis, you're plussing all the way. I'm not going to get very depth into that. We might do that on another episode. But, so that's what I've been doing. I guess we'll go ahead and move into our topic for today, current meta. We're back after fixing the laptop, but to you, it was only seconds, but to us,
yes,
it was a time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Okay.
This is what I have to live with.
No, you don't.
Well, this is what I choose to live with sometimes.
The guy over there is looking at us. Okay, I think we're being a bit loud, but okay. Let's start with Inzectors. And no, he's not related to me. Okay, so first we are going to talk about the main guy that starts all the combos, Inzector Dragonfly. Okay, first let's start off with reading him. Dark, level 3, insect slash effect, 1000 attack, 1800 defense. Once per turn, you can equip 1 Inzector monster from your hand or graveyard to this card. If an equipped card is sent to your graveyard while equipped to this card, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 Inzector monster from your deck. Oh, that's OP. Except Inzector Dragonfly. While this card is equipped to a monster, that monster's level is increased by 3. So, obvious combos for this: summon, equip Hornet, detach Hornet, pop a card, special summon Centipede, do it all over again, and add the Hornet. And you get 2 pops with Hornet, and add another Dragonfly to your hand to do it all over again. So, next let's talk about Hornet, which is the main guy in the deck. He will be the one that you're going to hate. You're going to want a Prohibition. You're going to want to DD Crow, everything like that. Inzector Hornet, Dark, level 3, 500 attack, 200 defense. Once per turn, you can equip 1 Inzector monster from your hand or graveyard to this card. I'm going to stop reading that. That applies for every Inzector. Once per turn, you can equip 1 Inzector monster from your hand or graveyard to this card. Okay, while this card is equipped to a monster, that monster's level is increased by 3, and it also gains attack and defense equal to this card's attack and defense. When this card is equipped to a monster, you can send this equipped card to the graveyard to target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. So,
Just like Alex said, OP.
Yes. So with the combo, you can destroy 2 cards and set the combo up for next turn, and exceed for Zen-Mains. So, how do y'all like it? Normal summon a monster, destroy 2 cards your opponent controls, and special summon 1 Zen-Mains.
Sounds good to me.
Not to me, because I don't have these cards.
You don't have Zen-Mains?
Oh, I have Zen-Mains, but not Hornet. Not Hornet.
You pulled Hornet, why didn't you keep it?
Because I didn't know Inzectors would be good. Back then it was Plants and Dino Rabbit. Okay, next, Inzector Centipede. This is the one you're going to want to special summon with Dragonfly. Level 3, Dark, of course, just like all the other Inzectors. 1600 attack, 1200 defense. The regular Inzector effect. If an equipped card is sent to your graveyard while equipped to this card, except during the damage step, you can add 1 Inzector card from your deck to your hand. So you can either add things like the Zet Caliber. You can add, you're going to be adding Dragonfly most of the time to set the combo again for next turn. While this card is equipped to a monster, that monster's level is increased by 3. So, good. That's good. That's very good. Then we're going to talk about the equip card that they all run. Inzektor Sword Zet Caliber. Equipped only to an Inzektor monster. It gains 800 attack and defense. So Centipede becomes a 24 beater. That's good. When this card is face up on the field and sent to the graveyard, target one Inzektor monster in your graveyard and add that card to your hand. So some things that Inzektor players do, they do the Dragonfly combo, and when they end with Centipede, adding it to their hand, they'll use Hornet to destroy Zet Caliber and constantly bring back that combo. They'll end up destroying 2 of your cards, but they'll end with 2 Zen mains next time instead. So that's Inzektors because we have more to talk about. More research on that. We might do a podcast based on Inzektors later, or
at least another segment or so.
At least another segment, definitely. Because okay, so Inzektors and Chaos Dragons, these are tier 1 decks, which mean the tier system is basically the decks that are the best this format. They can deal with almost anything. They can still be defeated because they're not tier 0. Just very good. Next, we'll talk about Chaos Dragons. I'll let you handle this one. So why don't you start with Light Pulsar Dragon and work from there.
Okay, Light Pulsar Dragon is a Chaos card, of course, that is light, level 6, attack 2500, defense 1500. And it can be Chaos summoned, basically.
If you don't know what Chaos Summoning is, that's special summoning from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark in your graveyard.
But unlike most Chaos monsters, Light Pulsar can also be special summoned from your graveyard by sending 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand there. So basically, you can summon it from your graveyard and get a free Chaos summon.
So like a good combo with this, discard, say, Eclipse Wyvern and Plague Spreader? Yeah, like Eclipse Wyvern and Plague Spreader. Eclipse Wyvern banishes Red Eyes Darkness or Dad, Dark Arm Dragon, to your hand for later, and like you special summon Light Pulsar from the graveyard, and then Chaos Summon BLS or something. Now you go with BLS next because that's really popular. That's their ace in the hole. BLS.
Yes. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, BLS for short. I'm not going to say that whole name a lot of times. Okay, basically, what you do is you Chaos Summon it, you banish 1 light and 1 dark monster, summon it, and then it's a 3000 beater, and it can either banish anything on your opponent's side of the field, isn't it
One
right?
monster on the field, so you can gain advantage from it yourself if you want.
Yes, you could banish something that's hurting you. Or...
Lava Golem.
Quiet. Or... you can attack twice if it does destroy a monster by battle. But if you banish something, you cannot attack that turn.
So, it can be normal symmetry set. Just kidding. That's how Chaos Sorcerer and that goes. We'll explain Chaos Sorcerer next, but 3000 attack, 2500 defense. It's a warrior. 8-star also. So traded with this. No, you'd never discard this. Next, oh, and by the way, Light Pulsar Dragon and Dark Flare Dragon can be tribute summoned because they are 6-star and 5-star. Go ahead and talk about Chaos Sorcerer.
Chaos Sorcerer is another monster that cannot be normal summoned, but can be Chaos summoned. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and banish it, and if you choose to do that, this card cannot attack. It's a dark level 6 spellcaster effect with 2300.
So it's BLS, that's level 6, and can't do the attack twice thing, and only has 2300 attack. That's good.
And any monster that banishes is required to be face up.
Oh, that's right. So BLS is a better version of it. Next, go ahead and talk about my dad.
Okay.
Just kidding, Dark Arm Dragon.
His Dark Arm Dragon, of course.
Yes.
Dark Arm Dragon is actually probably one of the oldest cards in
just dark decks at all.
Yeah.
Like they ran it in Black Wings.
Yes, they've been
Teledad, of course.
they've been running this forever. I remember seeing people running it who are running Yugi's deck.
Just Tech 1 Dark Arm Dragon. It's good. Go ahead and 2800 attack, 1000 defense. So Book of Moon obviously is the only way to get around. Is one of the many ways to get around it.
Dark level 7. This card cannot be normal summoned or set, and it can't be special summoned except by having exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard. You can banish one from your graveyard to destroy a card on the field. So
that is not once per turn.
No.
So you can destroy your entire opponent's field.
As long as your opponent has 3 cards or less.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, you could have more dark monsters. You could be like, do the summon dad, and then get more darks in the graveyard somehow. And then
well, you could do it using Light Pulsar's effect.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay. Next, I'll talk about Dark Flare Dragon. Light Pulsar's counterpart, level 5, can be tribute summoned. Dark, 2400 attack, 1200 defense, dragon slash effect. You can you can chaos summon it. Once per turn, you can send 1 dragon from your hand, 1 dragon from your deck, and then target 1 card in either graveyard and banish that target.
Hornets.
Yes, get rid of Hornet. Bye, Hornet. Or you can have your Eclipse Wyvern in the glade. Or you can do this. No, that'll miss the timing. No, Eclipse Wyvern doesn't miss the timing. Never mind. Oh, by the way, Light Pulsar misses his timing all day. However, Eclipse Wyvern does not. So, Dark Flare Dragon. Discard Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern goes Chain Link 1, so it banish Red Eyes Darkness. Discard once you no, never mind. Just discard some dragon. Just discard any dragon. Then send an Eclipse Wyvern from your deck to the graveyard. Then Eclipse Wyvern effect, banish your Red Eyes Darkness Boundary, get it to your hand, and then target 1 card in either graveyard and banish it. Banish the same Eclipse Wyvern so that you can add Red Eyes Darkness to your hand. So Dark Flare Dragon, essentially, if you have a dragon in your hand,
it's a free Red Eyes Darkness, basically.
Pretty much, even though it's a -2, I believe. Other combos you can plus off this. It's just that's one of the many combos. Next up, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, the big beat stick, the dad, not dad. I can't say that. Grand copy of this deck.
Grandpappy.
Okay. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon Dark, level 10, Dragon Slash effect, 2800 attack, 2400 defense. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 face-up dragon type monster you control. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard, except Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Summon, special Light Pulsar, attack. Light Pulsar dies. Special. They create a mini loop together. Him and Light Pulsar. You special Light Pulsar. Or if you have one or the other on the field, they can bring each other back. Like Light Pulsar in the graveyard. You summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Effect. Bring Light Pulsar back. If they get rid of Red Eyes Darkness and they kill Light Pulsar's effect to. I don't think we read Light Pulsar's effect.
Yeah, we have.
Okay. And then Light Pulsar's effect brings back Red Eyes Darkness. Red Eyes Darkness effect brings him back. So you always have both of them, unless they banish them, of course.
And that's what's so good about Grandpappy.
Yeah. Shut up. Okay. Because we already have a dad in this deck. We have a Grandpappy. Okay. The card I talked about earlier, Eclipse Wyvern or Wyvern or whatever. You can read it.
It's a light level 4 dragon slash effect, attack 16, defense 1000. If this card is sent to the graveyard, notice it does not say destroyed. Banish 1 level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck.
And that all is mandatory.
Yes.
Yes. No missing timing. Now finish last part.
If this card in your graveyard is banished, you can add the monster banished by this effect to your hand.
That is not mandatory, but at least sending it to the graveyard is. So there's combos with Future Fusion where you can get a 1-turn Dark Arm Dragon or Dad. So it's amazing. Also, you can, which is amazing, you can Future Fusion with it. Send 2 Eclipse
or Dragon's Mirror. Ooh, Dragon's Mirror banishes it too.
Well, nobody runs Dragon's Mirror.
I did.
We're talking about tier 1 dragons.
Oh,
sorry to. I know Dragon's Mirror is good, but it's just not as consistent. Next, we're going to talk about Light Sworns. They love to be running this because they have so much synergy, especially with like Milling, Eclipse Wyvern, and Chaos Food. Lila, Light Sworn Sorceress. Light, level 4, 1700 attack, 200 defense, spellcaster / effect. During your main phase, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Change this card you control from attack mode to defense mode. Destroy that target, but this card's battle position cannot be changed until the end of your next turn, except with a card effect. During each of your end phases, send the mill 3 cards from your deck. You must control this face-up card to activate and resolve this effect. Amazing. Pretty much people run it because it's an MST, but mostly because, I mean, the MST is good and all, but it mills 3. That's why people want to run it. Next, the counterpart, which you only run 2 Light Sworns. You run 3 Lila and 3 Raikou, Light Sworn Hunter. Light, level 2, 200 attack, 100 defense, B / effect. Flip effect. You can target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Any thoughts? Amazing.
Again, it's an amazing card. It mills 3 instantly. You can...
And you destroy a card.
Yes, and you get a free... What's a card that destroys 1 card?
Okay, let's see. Inzectors. They exceeded for Acid Golem. But Acid Golem attacks. It's a Raikou. I just got rid of the Acid Golem you worked hard to summon, and I mill 3 cards. Okay, next up, the main mama of the deck, Tour Guide from the Underworld, with her pet Sandman. With a pet Sandman. Tour Guide, if you don't know what she does, then you haven't been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Okay, Dark, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Dark, level 3, Fiend / effect. 1000 attack, 600 defense. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 3 Fiend from Fiend-type monster from your hand or deck. Its effects are negated, and it cannot be used as synchro material. So you know what you do with it? You exceed with it. Okay, that was perfect timing with the computer and all. Okay, I hope they heard that. So, Tour Guide, special summon Sangan, exceed. That was a 1 card exceed. You normal summon Acid Golem or Zen Mains. And then you have 2 more Tour Guides in your deck to summon Tour Guide and special summon another Tour Guide. So that's 2 rank 3 exceeds that you can just draw at any time in the duel. That's Acid Golem, that's Zen Mains for protection. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Next, you're going to run 2 Card Troopers. Machine / effect. Once per turn, you can send up to 3 cards from the top of your deck to the top of your deck to the graveyard. So you can mill 3. This card gains 500 attack for each card sent to the graveyard. So since it's got 400, it becomes a 19 beater until the end phase. And who doesn't like milling, especially in this deck? And the fact that when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Yeah, and who doesn't like drawing? Drawing's amazing. Next, you've got the staple hand traps, of course, not just for Chaos Dragon. The fact that Effect Veiler discards itself is good. 3 of that, and of course, this is sounding more like a profile now. Let's focus more on the Chaos Dragon. Effect Veiler is good because, of course, it negates effects, and everybody runs 3, but also it's Chaos Food for later.
Oh, and because of the new ruling, it can also negate Tour Guide.
Oh, yes, because of priority. Oh, monster effects. Yes! Okay, in this deck, you will not be running any traps, so let's get on to the spells. 1 charge of the Light Brigade, because it's limited to 1. You add your Raikou or Lila to your hand, and mill 3 cards! So, it's just faster movement for your deck, and just gets that Chaos Food, gets that Eclipse Wyvern. Next, Future Fusion. The instant Dark Arm Dragon, and pluses, just plussing all day. You're going to be summoning 5-headed dragon. Let's go ahead and do what Future Fusion does. Continue a spell. Send from your deck to the graveyard fusion material monsters that are listed on a fusion monster card, and select that fusion monster from your extra deck. Special summon a fusion monster from your fusion deck with the fusion deck. With the same name as the selected fusion monster during your second standby phase after this card's activation. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon. When this card is removed from the field, destroy the monster. So pretty much it's called the Haunted Bound. But you'll be summoning this card. 5-headed dragon. 12-star dark dragon / fusion / effect. 5,000 attack, 5,000 defense. Fusion materials are any 5 dragon type monsters. So that's your 2 Eclipse Wyverns and 3 Darks. So Eclipse Wyvern banishes Dark Armed, banishes your dad. You send 3 Darks, 2 Eclipse Wyverns, so that you can get your dad to your hand once you banish your Eclipse Wyvern. You'll be sending 4 Darks and an Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern banishes Dark Arm Dragon to get to your hand, and then Chaos Summon something, banish Eclipse Wyvern and your 4th Dark to Chaos Summon like BLS or something, and then Eclipse Wyvern effect will add Dark Arm Dragon. You can special summon Dark Arm Dragon and get 3 pops, and then into standby phases you get a 5,000 attack beater. Future Fusion just became broke as never before. 2 Forbidden Lance are running here because 2 Forbidden Lance are running everything now, and especially here because you have to protect your big beaters. And then finally, for the non-staples, Allure of Darkness because it draws 2 and you run lots of darks.
And you have to banish the dark monsters.
And that is tier 1. Okay. Next we will be going to interesting things in the meta, which is like between tier 1 and tier 2 right now. Used to be tier 1s, but now with priority they're not. Why don't you talk about Dino Rabbit first?
Dino Rabbits, I actually don't know a whole lot about Dino Rabbits. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, do you know a whole lot about windups? I'll talk about Dino Rabbits then.
No.
I'll talk about both. Okay, they both used to be tier 1. First, Dino Rabbit. If you don't know already, it's focused around a card called Rescue Rabbit. Let me get to it here. Here it is. It's a level 4 Earth Beast/effect, 300 attack, 100 defense. It can't be special summoned from the deck. You can banish this face-up card you control. Special summon 2 level 4 lower monsters with the same name from your deck during the end phase. Destroy them. The effect of Rescue Rabbit can only be activated once per turn. So, what you're meant to do with this is summon it, banish it, special summon 2 Cabazels, which you're running 3 of. It's a level 4 vanilla dinosaur, 1700 attack. Special summon 2 of those and exceed for the Evol. Evils are Lagia or Dolka. First we'll explain those because these are the big bosses of the deck. Evils are Lagia, Dragon/Ixie/effect, 2400 attack, 2000 defense. It takes 2 level 4 dinosaur type monsters. When a monster would be summoned or special summoned or a spell or trap is activated, you can detach 2 Xyz materials from this card, negate the summon or activation, and destroy that card. It's amazing because it's a walking solemn judgment that you just detach 2 Xyz materials for. And you got it with 1 card. So it is a +1 because you're negating and keeping the Lagia. So Rescue Rabbit +1, or with Dolka it can be a +2. Evils are Dolka, 2300 attack, 1700 defense, fire rank 4, Dragon/Ixie/effect, 2 level 4 dinosaur type monsters. When an effect monster's effect is activated, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, negate the activation, and destroy it. Just let that sit in for a minute. Against Insectors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Then you're going to be running the 3 Cabazels for rabbit food and 3 Sabersaurus for rabbit food. It's a 19 beater, level 4 vanilla 1900 attack. Just so you can summon Rescue Rabbit. So you get those 2, and then you Avarice it all over again. Yay! And then you'll be running 3 Jirak Guiba, 4-star fire, dinosaur/effect, 1700 attack, 400 defense. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, special summon 1 Jirak monster with 1700 or less attack from your deck that cannot declare an attack this turn. Attack with Guiba, special Guiba, main phase 2, Lagia. That's what it does. If you don't draw Rescue Rabbit, you draw that. Staples, 3 Valor, Gores, then you have your 3 Tour Guide, 1 Sangan. Tour Guide has another purpose in this deck besides summoning Zenmaines. It summons Leviair the Sea Dragon. Rank 3, Aqua/Ixie/effect, 2 level 3 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to target 1 banished level 4 lower monster. Special summon that target to your side of the field. So you've already used Rescue Rabbit and it's banished, and you've got like a Login on the field. Summon Tour Guide, special Sangan, Exceed, Leviair. Detach 1, special summon Rescue Rabbit, do Rescue Rabbit's effect all over again, and Lagia Dolka is pretty much nobody can get around that. Unless they have so many cards in their hand that they'd like to waste them and then get off good combos.
Yes.
Then you've got basic traps, like Solemn Brigade, Deep Prisons, Fiendish Chains. Not really much else. Oh, 3 Forbidden Lance, because you want to protect your Lagas and Dulkas. Like if they dark hole and you don't, and you think they're, and you know that they have something that you're going to want to negate later, you can just negate their destruction. So you don't have to detach. That's pretty much another purpose for lands in this deck. Moving on to wind-ups. If you don't know, they came out in Order of Chaos, and they have a wind-up loop. It's involving...
No, they came out in the pack before Order of Chaos.
No, they came out in Order of Chaos. Wind-up Rabbit came out in Photon Shockwave. But Rat, Shark, and... no, Hunter came out in Photon Shockwave.
So did Magician, Juggler, and...
Those were Generation Force.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Okay, this is based around a loop that discards 4 cards from your opponent's hand first turn. What you do is you normal summon Wind Up Magician. It's a fire level 4 spellcaster / effect. 600 attack, 1800 defense. If the effect of a wind-up monster is activated, except Wind-Up Magician, special summon 1 level 4 lower wind-up monster from your deck in face-up defense position. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. So, Magician can't respond to Magician, that's the only thing. So you normal summon Magician, special activate Shark's effect, reveal it in your hand to special summon it. When a wind-up monster is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Increase this card's level by 1, reduce this card's level by 1 until the end phase. Water, level 4, fish / effect, 1500 attack, 1300 defense. So, summon Magician, reveal Shark in your hand to special summon him. Magician's effect goes off, special summon another Magician. Activate Shark's effect to make Shark level 3. Magician, the second Magician's effect goes off and special summons I believe a Hunter. Yeah, Hunter and Shark exceeds for the rank 3 Wind-Up Carrier Zenmati. Machine / exceed / effect, water rank 3, 1500 attack, 1500 defense. Priority's gone, now you can't call priority. Bottomless trap hole, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, once per turn you can detach 1 exceed material from this card. Special summon 1 wind-up monster from your hand or your deck. When a face-up wind-up monster on the field is destroyed in the center of the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card to target that monster and return that monster to the hand. That part you don't really care about. You detach one with Zenmati to special summon Rat from your deck. Wind-up Rat. Level 3 Earth Beast / effect, 600 attack, 600 defense. During your main phase, you can target 1 wind-up monster from your graveyard, change this card from attack mode to defense mode, and special summon that target in face-up defense mode. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. So you special summon it with Zenmati, special summon the Hunter from your graveyard, and then Wind-Up Hunter, Dark, level 3, Beast Warrior / effect. You contribute 1 phase... Oh, and with Zenmati, by the way, when you exceeded with Hunter and Shark, you detach the Hunter, not the Shark. So Hunter's in the graveyard. You special summon it with Rat, Beast Warrior / effect, 1600 attack, 500 defense. You contribute 1 face-up wind-up monster, except Wind-Up Hunter. Send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. This effect can only be used once while it's face-up on the field. Tribute 1 of your Magicians, and discard a card. Then exceed with Rat for a second Zenmati. Do the Rat into Hunter all over again. Hunter tributes the second Magician, get your second card, go for another Rat, and do that to get 2 more cards, and you'll end with a Zenmati, Rat, and Hunter. You keep your Zenmati just in attack or defense, whatever you want, and then exceed for like an Acid Golem with Zen mains. So your opponent starts the duel against a 3000 attack Acid Golem and a 1500 defense Zenmati, which next turn you're going to special summon like a Wind-Up Rabbit or something. They start the duel with 2 cards in their hand to deal with that. No deck can deal with that, except for maybe some, or if you're side decking good.
Yeah.
Back when priority, this was very hard to beat. Now with priority, just effect veil or something, and you're good. Then you have what I was talking about earlier, Wind-Up Rabbit, very good. Earth, 3-star, Beast Warrior / effect, 1400 attack, 600 defense. During either player's turn, you can target 1 wind-up monster you control. Banish it until your next standby phase. This effect can only be used once while this card is faced upon the field. It can dodge anything at all, pretty much. Unless they do it during a damage step or whatever. I don't know. Shenanigans. It's pretty good. You can exceed with it. Go for Levier. More shenanigans. It just stalls and exceeds for other stuff until you get your a loop off. Or it can make some pretty cool combos with Rat and Shark while you're not doing your loop. That's it for between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Next we're going on to Tier 2. Light Swarms, Evols, Six Sams, and Heroes, and Dark Worlds.
I don't think we have time to explain the full extent of all of those.
No, not the full extent. Well, we can try.
No.
We can try. I mean... Okay, we'll let you... Do you know about... Which of these decks would you like to pick first?
Heroes.
Okay, you can explain heroes, and I'm talking about stun heroes. Like Gemini Spark, Neos Alias, stuff like that.
Well... What does Gemini Spark do?
You want me to take heroes? You can take Dark Worlds.
Okay, I can do Dark Worlds.
Alright.
I do know some Dark Heroes.
Wrong Dark
Worlds. 2 words, man.
Okay. Alright, talk about Dark Worlds.
Well, Dark Worlds is...
What's the goal of the deck?
The goal of the deck is to discard lots of stuff.
Discard from your hand by card effects, not costs.
Yes. It costs, everything misses its timing. The main card in the deck is Grappa, Dragon Lord of Dark World. Can he be normal summon?
Yeah, you can normal summon.
He can be normal summon, but...
Why would you normal summon in this deck when you can special summon it for free?
You normal summon Gores on me.
I was playing frogs, that doesn't count.
Anyway.
And I was trying to get rid of your lava golems.
So many Gores?
Yeah, I tribute your lava golems.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway. Grapha's effect, whenever he's discarded, you can destroy 1 card on the field, and you can bring him out of the graveyard and summon him, so you have a 27 beater, by returning any Dark World on the field to your hand. And so...
He's a +2 if you use him in the same turn.
Yeah.
Discard him, destroy a card on the field, that's a +1. Oh no, never mind, that's breaking even. Whoops. And then you return 1 to your hand, use normal summon, return it back to your hand, special summon Grapha, so that's a +1. Yep, that's a +1.
And to search Grapha...
Speaking of +1s, we have the Gates of Dark World.
The Gates of Dark World is a field spell, which allows you, once per turn, to discard a card, then banish 1 monster, fiend. Banish 1 fiend from your...
right there on the computer.
from your graveyard, and then draw 1 card. So that's an instant plus...
It's an instant
whatever
+1.
you discard.
It's an instant +1 because it stays on the field.
Yes.
By staying on the field, it breaks even. Discard... No. By activating it, that's even. Banish the fiend, discard 1, draw 1 card. That's a +1. Good. It's good. It fuels Dark Worlds because you're going to have fiends in your graveyard to banish. Things like Brow, Huntsman of Dark World, it'll just draw another card, so that's a +2 with Brow. Things like, and other things that like really help for other discard outlets besides Gates are things like Dark World Dealings. Go ahead.
Dark World Dealings, both players draw 1, discard 1. Running Dark Worlds, it's an instant +1. Running anything else,
it breaks even. It breaks even.
You can get a +1 because you use their effect.
If you use their effect and it's good, like Snow would be a +1, Brow would be a +1, Grapha would be
for pretty much any other deck, it's a -1. So you know, no, it's a break even.
It breaks even if you activate a Dark World effect. It breaks even in there, and it's disruption too. It's good disruption.
Plus, it's good to play if your opponent has no hand, because then that's just forcing them to
like
destroy whatever on top of their deck.
And then
Snow?
No, I'm
Dragon? Drag down.
Okay. Your other good discard outlet that makes this deck how good it is this card. Go ahead.
Drag Down into the Grave. It's a one-use spell card, just normal spell. Both players choose one from each other's hands, and
you and your opponent look at each other's hands, select one card from each other's hands, and discard it to the graveyard, and then draw one card. You know what your opponent is playing. You know what your opponent's about to do. You know how to disrupt it. You draw a card afterward. You get your Dark World effect off.
That's a +5?
That's not a +5. I was naming 5 reasons. Oh. It's amazing.
It's +3.
No. You activate it, draw one. That's breaking even.
But then you also get a Dark World effect.
No, because if it was like silver or gold, it would transfer advantage just from the ends of it. So it breaks even, if nothing. Yeah. It breaks even if nothing, and then with a Dark World effect, you could go +1. Okay. Let's talk about the ones that...
Stop laughing at my typing. He can't spell.
Okay, let's talk about this one. This one is running 3s.
Which
Brow.
Oh yeah. Brow, whenever he's a level 3 dark fiend effect, attack 1400, defense 800. Basically whenever he's discarded, you draw 1 or 2 if your opponent did it.
If your opponent did it. So all of the Dark Worlds have crazy effects if they're discarded by your opponent's card effects, but we won't read those because that will never happen.
Yeah.
Next, in other +1 related stories, we have Snow, Unlight of Dark World. Fiend/Slash effect, of course. 1700 attack, 0 defense. When this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, if it was discarded from your hand to the... this has such weird wording, I'm just going to paraphrase it. So, if it's discarded by your effect, add 1 Dark World card from your deck to your hand. That's pretty much it.
Because your opponent ain't going to discard it.
No.
But it does... Let's just tell them about the awesome effect it has if your opponent does, for some reason, discard.
No. Okay, fine. Okay, Snow's effect if your opponent discards it, you target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon that target to your field.
Yeah.
Well, Graph has a better one, but... Okay, next we'll talk about the ones that are special summoned directly from your hand. It's a level 5 Silva Warlord of Dark World. 2300 attack, 1400 defense. If this card is discarded by a card effect, special summon it from the graveyard. If it was discarded to your hand by your opponent returns exactly 2 cards of their hand to the bottom of their deck in any order. You just... If it is discarded by your opponent's card effect, since you activate... let's say the spell broke even itself. No, we're not talking about that.
Why?
We're not talking about Rainbow.
Why?
No. Okay, you go +2 on Silva. We're not talking about Rainbow.
Why aren't we talking about Rainbow?
He's bad. That's it. He's bad.
He's like a good gold.
What? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He can only be discarded by your opponent's card effect. Look at him. Okay, so I'm not talking about Rainbow. He's only discarded by your opponent's card effect, so he's bad. Don't run him.
Want to talk about Gret? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Gold, exact same thing as Silva, same stats, same level.
No, not the same stats. The
2300 attack, 1400 defense.
Oh, I thought Silva was 21.
No. Except when it's discarded, it has a different effect if it is discarded by your opponents, which is target 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy them.
Which is actually not as good as putting them on the bottom of the deck.
Not as good. I'd rather run Silva. But Gold, he's also a +2 if it's discarded by your opponent. But of course, the same thing, special summon it when it's discarded. There's exactly 20 Dark World support cards.
I think the rest of the decks, we could just explain their basic ideas, because...
This is taking a lot of time.
Yes.
We gotta talk about the last card, Dylan. The last one.
Which one?
Oh, that's especially good in this deck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We've already explained this.
Because Brow is a level 3 fiend, guess what card works amazing in this deck?
I don't know.
Tour Guide from the Underworld. So you can pretty much special summon your brow and go into a Zen mains once you're done. Because you're going to be doing so much special summoning and looking at your opponent's hand, you can end your turn by a Zen mains. Whoa! Okay, next we're just going to talk about light sworns in general. Do you know how light sworns work, Dylan? Because
it's mostly milling light sworns into Judgment Dragon, isn't it?
Yep.
Light swans.
Light swan.
You put an ass.
Okay. Light sworns, they are all about milling.
Destroying cards right off the top of your deck. You never get to use them.
Milling cards and disrupting. They're all about disrupting your opponent, milling cards, and special summoning Judgment Dragon.
Dun, dun, dun.
8-star, 3. You can special summon it when you have 4 or more light sworn monsters with different names in your graveyard. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, did I mention you can pay 1,000 to destroy every other card on the field besides it? But that's not very big. Okay, next deck, Evolves, my deck. We pretty much explained that in the intro, but to explain, well, I explained the new support, but Evolves, how they work is pretty much like Dino Rabbit. They're going to summon Lagia and Dolka as fast as they can, but we do it a little bit differently. We go from Evo Tiles, which are reptiles, we evolve into Evo Soars, and then we exceed for Evo Zars. We use cards like Evo Tile Westlow, Evo Tile Najasho, and Evo Tile El Granero to start. And then with those, we'll summon things like Evil Sword Cerrado, Evil Sword Volcano, and Evil Sword Diplo. So what those do is Evil Tile Westlow, level 3 Fire, Reptile / Effect, Flip Effect, special summon 1 Evil Star from your deck. All the Evil Stars have special effects of when they're summoned by an Evo Tile. Next, Evo Tile Najasho. When this card on the field is tributed, you can special summon 1 Evil Star from your deck. I'll explain the combo with that in a spell card called Evo Force in a minute. Then Evo Tile El Granero fixes dead hands. When this card on the field is tributed and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card, and then you can shuffle 1 dinosaur-type monster from your hand into the deck, then add 1 Evil Tile from your monster from your deck to your hand. So it adds an Evo Tile you want, like Westlow or Najasho, and fixes a dead hand because they summon from the deck and not the hand or graveyard. Next, the things you're going to want to summon with them, Evil Star Cerrado, level 4, 1900 attack, 1400 defense, dinosaur. When this card is special summoned by the effect of an Evil Tile, it gains 200 attack, so it goes up to a 21 beater. If this card was special summoned by the effect of an Evil Tile monster, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, add 1 Evil Tile monster from your deck to your hand. Wow, look at that. It's a +2 if you Westlow. So Westlow, flip into this, because Westlow has 1900 defense. What will attack over that turn 1? They attack it, you get a Cerrado. That's +1. Cerrado adds another Westlow to your hand to do it all over again. That's a +2. Next, Evil Sword Volcano. Amazing. Whenever it's special summoned by the effect of an Evo Tile monster, target 1 Evil Star in your graveyard, special summon that target, it can't attack. So, Westlow, Volcano special summon Cerrado, exceed for Evil Star Lagia, pretty much. Then, the last Evil Star, you'll want to run Evil Star Diplo. When this card is special summoned by the effect of an Evo Tile monster, target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy that target. So, there's your MST. Then, the Evil Zars, we've already explained Lagia and Dolka, pretty much. So, they can bring out the new Shockmaster, stuff like that. Giggity. Then, we have our main spell card, which is Evo Force, where I find it. There we go. Evo Force. Tribute 1 Evil Tile monster, special summon 1 Evil Star from your deck, and the Evil Star is treated as if it was special summoned by the effect of an Evo Tile monster. So, pretty much, you can, if you have 2 Cerrados in the graveyard, you can tribute your Najasho. That means you get 2 summons. So you special summon 2 Volcanoes, special summon 2 Cerrados back, and then you get Lagia Dolka 1 turn. That's Evols. Then 6 Sams, I hope you know what they do, because they're really good. They're all about special summoning each other from the hand and searching. And synchro summoning for 3, 2 level 5s and 1 level 6 that lock you down. First one, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, level 5 synchro. Once per turn, you can negate 1 spell or trap card. You can negate the activation and destroy 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls. if this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can destroy another 6 SAM monster you control instead. 2,500 attack, 1,400 defense. Then you're going to be wanting to summon Naturia. The reason I said it like that was I was typing it. Naturia Beast. Came out in Hidden Arsenal, 5-star Beast / Synchro / Effect. Oh, but all 3 of these are Synchro monsters, by the way. Earth Tuner plus an Earth monster. All the 6 SAMs are Earths, unless you're running the original 6 SAMs, not legendary. When this card is face upon, while this card is face upon the field, you can mill 2 cards to negate a spell and destroy it as many times. And then the 6-star they're going to want to summon is Naturia Barkion. He's pretty much Beast, but negates traps by removing from play 2 cards in your graveyard. Earth Tuner plus 1 more non-tuner Earth monsters. 6-star Dragon / Synchro / Effect. 2,500 attack, 1,800 defense. While this card is face upon the field, you can remove from play 2 cards in your graveyard to negate the activation of a trap and destroy it. So you have spells and traps locked down, and if you have like 1 Barkion, 1 Shien, then that's 1 spell, and then as many traps per turn. So pretty easy to do this stuff. Very easy. Because they special summon all over the place. You can do this turn 1. And then their main spell card that they're going to want to use is Gateway of the Six. Each time a 6 samurai monster is normal or special summoned, place 2 Bushido counters on this card. You can remove Bushido counters from your side of the field to activate the following effects. If you remove 2 counters, target 1 face-up 6 samurai or Shien effects monster. That target gains 500 attack till the end phase. 4 counters, add 1 6 samurai monster from your deck to your hand. 6 counters, target 1 Shien effect monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Sorry, we're not going too in-depth on samurais. We'll probably end up doing one of those as our episodes. Then we have Hero Stun. It pretty much uses Neos Alias and Gemini Spark. And Neos Alias is a 1900 attack, 4-star Gemini, which is pretty much a vanilla. And it combos with a quick play called Gemini Spark. You tribute a Gemini you control, destroy 1 card, and then draw 1 card. So it makes things like Stardust miss their timing, which is really good. So you destroy the card, you destroy your opponent's draw. Okay, you break even on this card. It's not +1, but it's still very good because you run 3 Neos Alias, and Stratos will search it for you, 1,800. You also run 3 Miracle Fusion, which banishes monsters in your graveyard to fusion summon a Elemental Hero Fusion. So once you've tributed your stuff, you can fusion summon a Elemental Hero The Shining, which is it has a base of, I believe, it's 2,600 attack base. Level 8, 1 Elemental Hero plus 1 Light monster. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned in other ways. Oh, and Miracle Fusion is treated as a fusion summon. This card gains 300 attack for each of your banished Elemental Hero monsters. So when you Miracle Fusion summon it, it automatically starts out with 3,200 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, target up to 2 of your banished Elemental Hero monsters, add those targets to your hand. So it recycles Neos Alias. And another card that recycles Neos Alias is a card called Hero Blast. It's a trap card. If you target 1 Elemental Hero normal monster in your graveyard, and because Geminis are treated as normals while in your graveyard, destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls with less attack equal to the target's attack, and add it to your hand. So you recycle your Neos Alias in the graveyard and destroy monsters. How can that be bad? It's a +1.
I constantly had people super poly it as soon as I tried to use my Marshmallow's effect.
Oh, they super polyed your Marshmallow? Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's another one. Super Polymerization.
Hello.
Quick play spell. You can you can discard 1 and fusion summon with either side of the field. And spells, traps, and card effects cannot be activated in response to that. That's our tier 2s. Tier 3 is any deck that doesn't win. I'm sorry if you're running a tier 3. Lol.
Oh, there's also a tier random.
Yes, next, our random decks. Dylan, would you like to explain our 2-tier random decks that we have today? Chain Burn, and Malefic Drain, or any big monster beatdown. Alright, Dylan, go ahead and go with Chain Burn.
Okay. Chain Burn is one of the few decks that hardly relies on monsters at all. It more relies on spells and traps to do burn damage, punishing your opponent for either having too many cards.
And by the way, burn is another name for card effects that do direct damage. Like Ukazi is a normal spell card, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Things like that, although that's a bad card.
Yeah, I run Chain Burn. Things that I like to run are stuff like Just Desserts or Ceasefire.
And what does Ceasefire do?
Ceasefire, you flip all monsters on the field face up. No flip effects are activated.
Oh, cry, Westwood.
And then your opponent takes 500 damage for every monster on the field that has an effect. Every face-up monster, which is now all of them, with an effect.
So you can do up to 5,000 damage with that.
5,000 is fine.
Have you ever gotten 5,000 on that?
Yes, once because yeah, I had 2 Marshmelons and 3 Spirit Reapers, and my opponent was clogging the field, or attempting to.
Because Chain Burn has stall into it, so that while you're burning your opponent, you're also not letting them attack you.
Yeah.
Next, Just Desserts.
Just Desserts basically does 500 damage to your monster for every 500 damage to your opponent for every monster they control. It's an easy 2,500 if you use something like Ojama Trio.
And what does that do?
Puts 3 counters on your opponent's side of the field, tokens, whatever, with a 0 attack and 1,000 defense. It clogs their field up, and they take 300 damage each time one's destroyed. So, that could be an instant plus a lot, depending on what your opponent plans to summon.
It's a +3 for your opponent and -1 for you. I love that stuff.
It's not a -1.
Yes,
it's
it is.
-3 for your opponent.
No, it's not. How?
Just for the fact that,
what card advantage are they losing?
They're losing the advantage of any special summons or anything that they were planning to do.
No, they're not. They're not losing any literal card advantage though.
Oh, okay.
So you just it's a +3. Go synchro with the tokens. Just kidding. Nobody synchros anymore.
Oh no, I had several people try to synchro with the tokens actually. Several.
I say again, nobody synchros anymore.
The why he says it, I am not entirely sure.
Oh, I think you know why.
Honestly, no.
Because nobody synchros anymore. It's because synchroing is bad. Good synchros are good. Good tuners are good. Trishula is banned. Synchroing is bad. That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to explain our other deck?
You mean, what about Lava Golem? You can't forget about
yeah,
Lava Golem.
Lava Golem. I'm sorry, I nearly forgot my favorite card. Lava Golem is a 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense beater, but unlike most beaters, your opponent gets it. You tribute 2 monsters on your opponent's side of the field, and it counts as a special summon, even though you're not allowed to normal summon for the remainder of the turn. You contribute 2 monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Oh, it's great for using stuff like Magic Cylinder, which whenever an opponent attacks you, it reverses the damage on them. So,
and
yeah.
why is it good that your opponent has Lava Golem? You just gave him a 3,000 beater.
Due to his effect, they take 1,000 damage every standby phase.
Oh. Just kidding, I'm acting stupid to get him to say more information.
Yes.
Tell me it now, or we shall play Russian roulette. And you're the only contestant.
Only have to go once. Didn't go off.
Alright, comes back to you.
Alright, comes back to you.
Nope, I'm not playing, just you.
Oop, forgot to put bullets in. Sorry.
Okay. Random sidebar there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You want to explain this thing? The
Malefic Drain. So, y'all know what the Malefic monsters are. Just kidding, you probably don't. They are monsters that are summoned by banishing other cards. They're pretty much the darker version of other ones, except Malefic Truth Dragon, of course. So things like, they run 3 Malefic Cyber End Dragon. It can't be normal, it's a level, is that 10? That's level 10. Okay, it's level 10 machine, 4,000 attack, 2,800 defense, same stats as Cyber End Dragon, because it's Malefic Cyber End Dragon. This card cannot be normal summon to set. This card cannot be special summon except by banishing 1 Cyber End Dragon from the deck. So it can only be 1 face up Malefic monster on it. So pretty much what you do is it's called one thing, so you still good. You have like 3 Malefic Cyber End, something like that. So you banish 2 extra, it's 3,000, 4,000 attack, something like that. And you're stimulating your opponent in the process. And it's 3,000 attack. And another thing that they run in it is ancient years of Kiloton Dragon.
Yay!
You just broke even. You turned a gear town into a 3,000 meter. From the set. I believe this is it. How to do an RSS feed, I'll be able to put it on iTunes, and that'll be kind of easier to get. So, I'm going to explain how to TAYGO.